Hi everyone, Danny Hogger here in week 8 of my Master's of Arts degree in teaching vlog from San Diego Christian College. This video is sponsored by San Diego Christian College, and you can learn more about their programs by visiting sdcc.edu. I can't believe that my first class in my master's program is almost coming to an end. I feel like it was just yesterday I logged into my computer and started typing on this new adventure of digitally chasing an advanced degree and furthering myself as a professional In my 16th master's vlog, my investment in research, reflection, and ethics has paid off when I was given the chance this week to discuss my learning not just with people in my program and students in the online discussion board where we interact twice a week, but with my colleagues at my actual high school where I teach. This was pretty phenomenal for me because we had a professional development in an early morning Wednesday meeting, and usually as a new teacher to the high school, it's more of a sitting and listening experience, but the conversation about student-teacher relationships came up, and I felt I had something to contribute as I had just contributed a project for my master's degree about this very subject. And I was asked, Mr. Hogger, we've heard a lot of good things about you and the way you interact with students around campus, and a lot of people are talking about how much they enjoy your classroom. What are you doing that's making that happen? And I had the chance to not just throw out anecdotes or stories or impressions, but also some of the ethical considerations that I've been reading about in my research class, my Ed 601 class. And this routine, the exercise of posting twice a week, of reflecting with my peers and about my interactions with my students, putting myself in the shoes of my students and considering what I used to enjoy as a high school student, that all completely came together and gave me the chance to share some research, some professional academic production, as well as reflections from myself and other colleagues. And I think that the staff at school was kind of interested to hear what I had to say because it was coming from a place of professional reflection, professional development, and a long view of like what it means to build a successful classroom where students are engaged. So when I shared this news with my team, I sparked some innovation and creativity, which I think is the whole idea of getting a master's, is putting new life into your teaching, bringing new excitement, new conversation, new life, and new research into your school environment. So my master's program at San Diego Christian College has enabled me to do this reflection, has required me to put in the time to stop, consider, read, reflect, adapt, and innovate, and bring in new research from not just our required textbooks that we read, but also from the additional research that I'm doing in the online library. So my thinking is being refreshed. My reflections are becoming routine, and it's informing the way that I plan my class. So when I'm putting together a presentation, it's not just let's put all the information into slides and test them on the material that's there, but at what point would this slide make a good branch off for a conversation, for a reflection, for a Socratic seminar? And I'm going to talk about that in my next week vlog, the second part of week 8, because that's something that I gained that was really valuable and that my students gave me the feedback that they really enjoyed. So it's enabling me to think about improving the practices of not just myself as a teacher, but even the way I interact with my staff and the way the staff views me, which then also is leveling up that experience and the perception of myself as an educator. So some of the specifics, what did I share? Well, some of the things that I really enjoy are bringing a sense of humor to the class. I feel like our students come from a variety of backgrounds. We don't know what their day was like before they came to us. We don't know what their day is going to be like when they go home or wherever they go to after school for their activities or their other engagements. So if we could just enjoy this learning experience, I had a student the other day tell me that they really don't appreciate going to school or being forced to be in a mandatory education setting. And to him I responded, if that's the case, I understand your perspective and what you're speaking about, and I empathize with the concerns you're bringing up. Can we together enjoy our time together? So we're sitting in a history class that you have just told me you would rather not sit in. If you had the choice, you'd walk out and be somewhere else. And I said, can we not take it as an experience to learn together and enjoy our time? Because I like being here with you, and maybe you might be able to do the same if you allow yourself to enjoy an experience together. So what can I do to help that? Well, if I can make jokes, if I can make connections, if I can make humor, if I could tell personal stories that I think are funny about learning history or my own misunderstandings, and have a layer of transparency that it's not like I'm up here and you're down here, but we can be here together and we can learn together. So that's one of the things that I think my students enjoy, in that when there's a question that comes up in class about whatever we're studying, whatever standard it is that we're exploring in our California history books, that we could explore deeper together. How was the Bay Area transformed by this event that we're talking about? How did funding change the way that people and demographics moved? And that's the way you see them today. So bring something that interests them to the material that we're forced to teach, and bring those two things together and have them supply learning and material, have them hunt for information, and then bring it back to us and appreciate the way that they are bringing learning to the class. And I think it bridges the way that they appreciate that you bring learning to the class as well. That's how collaboration with my colleagues and collaboration with my peers at San Diego Christian College is helping me develop fresh plans in the classroom. I'm Danny Hogger, and I host a weekly show called Inspiring Teachers that you can subscribe to on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts, as well as on YouTube. And I think you might like it if you are an educator or you know someone who is. You can also find a brand new ebook of 25 stories that I put together of why these 25 teachers teach and what their expertise is that inspires me. And that's now on Amazon Kindle, Inspiring Teachers. 25 teachers explain why they teach. So for now, that's about it. If you're interested in learning more, go to sdcc.edu. There's plenty of wonderful programs at San Diego Christian College, including my online Masters of Arts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next edition. For now, class is dismissed.